Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video we're playing a game called Dreamcore. Now, this is a sort of liminal exploration game that came out recently, and it looks really interesting. Because it seems to take on that idea of liminality. The way that sound just cut off there for a second was pretty absurd. But it takes that idea of liminality and the comfort that comes with that. The comfort of unusual but familiar looking places. And it turns it into a massive exploration game. And when I say massive, I really mean it. This game is really large. And I think there's a lot to explore, so I guess let's check it out then. Now, the librarian recently made a video on it, which kind of urged me to go and explore the game for myself. There will be a link in the description if you want to check it out too. Oh, looks like we've got two options here. Dream Pools and Eternal Suburbia. With all these three coming soon. Unlocks in summer 25, winter 25, and then 2026. Well, that's cool. Well, let's try Dream Pools first then. Do not underestimate any detail. Patience and observation are key. Almost as if there's something else other than exploring that we have to take care of. Where the details will matter. Oh! God, okay. Dream Pools. Huh. And look at that. We've just been splattered onto the ground here. We just almost as if we just entered the back rooms or something. Oh my. Look at this! This looks beautiful! Okay. We can zoom in. That's cool. We can zoom out. Okay, and can we... yeah, we can sprint. God, this game looks really realistic. Okay, plant. Not sure if there's much detail to notice with the plant. Oh my god, just look at this place though. Those classic liminal environments, dream pools that you've probably seen in those YouTube videos like 100 times now, but now that is the environment we find ourselves in. Okay. There's like an almost subtle VHS filter going on here. It's not very prominent, but it is there, giving it an almost body cam style of graphics in a way. I guess it's further corroborated by the fact that we can zoom in and out. Makes you wonder how we got here and where we even are, really. Okay. There's the water. Oh, look! We can look straight down. We can look straight up. But not straight down, as if... yeah, as if we have a body cam on that can just be tilted all the way down. That's really interesting. Okay. Oh god, listen to the sound of that water splashing beneath our feet. It's a routine on this channel that'll wet my socks in a Gary's Mod map where I, because there's a lot of pool spaces in those too, but oh. Flashlight needed here, and I don't have one. I guess we're looking for a flashlight then? Anything here behind the plant? Don't see anything there. Guess we can go this way then? God, look at those reflections. Oh my god, that is beautiful. Just look at that light beaming through those massive openings in that wall there. Almost feels like it's artificial sunlight just created to make this place feel more natural. But there's nothing out there. There's no sky, there's no sun. just massive beams of light coming through there. Almost like giant artificial lights that have been put up. Kind of feels a little like one of those mock houses they have inside of IKEA stores. Okay, which way are we going? Let's go this way. We're still looking for a flashlight. Gotta keep that in mind. Nothing there. Okay, let's go right. We're gonna have to remember our way around this place. Could get very lost in here very easily. Oh god, okay. Back into the water we go. God, it's just so beautiful. What's over this way? We still don't have a flashlight, so that'll probably be a bit too dark for us. Let's not go that way. Also, weird how we're not sinking. We stay afloat unless we crouch and go deeper. Speaking of, we can crouch. Very nice, very handy. Oh god, look at that sound that we make as we run. Just that heavy thumping on the ground below. Okay, well, that place looks unusually dark, almost as if they forgot to place that giant light out there. It's just the empty void that this whole place is situated in, perhaps. The flaws in this place starting to appear. But what's over this way? Didn't look like much. There's a pretty gigantic plant here. I am starting to get very lost. I'm not going to lie, but I'm sure we'll find our way back. Well, this leads to another completely different place. My god. Where are we going to find this flashlight? If we're even going to find it. So let's try going over this way. What's over here? Just another gigantic pool space. With all these pathways leading into the same direction. Cool. There is a door there all the way at the end. I guess we should go check that out. Maybe there'll be something handy there. God, just look at the reflection on that water. So pretty. So pretty. Again, talking about how liminal spaces feel familiar, this one's no exception. Okay, that is way too dark for us, isn't it? I do wonder what will happen if we go in there without a flashlight. But I really don't want to find out just yet. I think we should go back to a little bit, maybe backtrack a little bit and see if we missed a flashlight. Because if we need it there, then I assume we were supposed to find it earlier. Look at this place with that ladder hanging down, but still so high up that it is impossible to access. Just further enhancing that idea of how liminal spaces are so absurd and out of touch with reality. They are just structures built for the purpose of being built with no actual form or function in real life. Almost as if... I think AI generated imagery is a good example for some liminal spaces. It's just how an AI would imagine buildings to look like and just generate them without any conscious understanding of how actual structures work. Just 4 walls and a roof is all the building really needs, but of course that wouldn't make anything functional in real life. Oh my. Huh. A giant ball pit with huge smiley face balls. And I think it said no climbing over the fence. What happens if we try to? And can we even try to? It doesn't look like it. I can't really jump, can I? Well, guess that's there then. What about this way? Not much. Well, let's go up. And what's over here? We're still looking for a flashlight. Oh god, we just end up here and get a view down of that place there. Very cool. We're starting to explore the verticality of this place. Just all these gaps in the ceiling, letting that artificial light beam through. And this leads over to this direction, which we also have seen before. Okay. That is a very dark hallway leading up from that staircase there. Probably don't want to go there just yet. Oh, never mind. It's not too dark. Caution, stairway, use handrails. It's funny, isn't it? Not every stairway has that message. Again, it's almost like whoever or whatever constructed this place had no clue of actually following any laws, any safety regulations, or anything of that sort, but it knew that those existed, so it just scattered them around randomly. Again, similar to how an AI would do that. AI knows these safety regulations would exist and such posters would exist, but it doesn't necessarily know exactly where they should be. So it's kind of just randomly throwing them about. Oh. The ambience has changed as we have entered here. Huh, look at this place. What are we looking at? Almost these weird shapes built over that pool there. And what about this way? This looks a bit more normal, like everything else we've seen. Huh. The size difference between these rooms is something to think about as well. How it goes from, yep, here we go, absolutely humongous spaces like this one, to pretty cramped and small places. God, look at this, the height of that ceiling. Just impossible architecture for a human being. Anything for us to grab here? Nah, it doesn't look like it. Not sure where we're gonna find that flashlight, if we even are. God, look at all these stairs just looping for no apparent reason. Almost like the queues in an airport, designed to maybe minimize the amount of congestion with people trapped in one area, but there is no one else here, we're all alone. And look at this, a room with a weird slanted wall. And a view of that place down there almost makes you wonder when we were standing there. Maybe if somebody else was staring at us from up here. That's why looking up is so important in a game like this. Exploring that verticality, if you forget it, then you face thoughts like these where now I just think somebody was staring at me the whole time. Huh. There's a weird, almost electrical hum in this place. Is it because of you? The absence of artificial lighting, or the artificial lighting designed to look natural, is a bit shocking, a bit jarring. Anything here? Almost like this section, this corner of the room is purposefully engulfed in darkness so that we can't spot anything there. Oh boy, look at this. Just more of these large empty spaces. And still no sign of a flashlight. Hopefully we can find one soon. We can hear music playing in the distance. Where is that coming from? And look at this handrail just placed here for no reason. God, okay. Definitely getting weirder, this place now. Oh god, is this a looping staircase or something? Okay, doesn't look like it, it's just a normal staircase. God, these stairs keep going down and down and down. There's so much to explore here. Okay. Well, what else are we looking at then? So, you know, sometimes you just have to go silent and let the spaces speak for themselves. Oh my god, we've ended up back here. Ah, that is so strange. We've just looped in on ourselves and gone in a full circle. That is incredible. I didn't even realize we were just looping back around. Okay. Well, did I see something there? I think it was just the lighting switching around in that water there. I thought something gigantic just moved. We're already starting to experience that phenomenon of we're so alone here, and there's such little stimuli for us to go off of that our brain is just filling in the gaps and the silence and the emptiness with shapes and figures that aren't actually even there. Okay, that's where we came from just now, so let's go this way then. I think this is where we came from the first time around. Yeah, this looks familiar. Not like any of this looks different, it's all supposed to look familiar. But yeah, this is definitely where we came from the first time. So let's backtrack this way then, and see if there's anything we missed. What about this way? And we can go down here. I think this is where we came from the first time, so this is good. We've backtracked properly. Yeah, this is the room with the smiley balls. Yeah, okay. So that's good. We know our way around this time. So let's go here then. God, the splashing of that water caught me off guard for a second. We've not been in water for some time. Oh, look at this. A classic pool space. I mean, I've seen this image a lot. A particular time I saw it was in the Gary's Mod map, Liminal Retrospection. It had this pretty much exact same staircase that we see here. A lot of these places actually look very similar to that map. It's just the classic pool rooms concept, isn't it? Okay, we'll start over this way. Oh my god, listen to the echo of that sound as we enter the tunnel. That is incredible. And here we are, in a new space. God, look at the staircase, almost looks like it goes two ways because of that reflection. Not to mention just how pristine and beautiful this water is. I assume this place doesn't get much maintenance, but look how pristine and clean everything looks. All the walls are polished white, shiny and glistening. And so is the water. Almost unnaturally, unbelievably clean. The flooring is completely dry. So no one has jumped into that pool, into any of the pools, and then rubbed their wet feet across the floor here. Look at this place. Almost like an artificial island. Like one of those water resorts where you can go and have fun and just slide down those slides, splash in the water. Huh. I can see a giant slide in the distance. Let's try going the other way first. Oh god. It's starting to feel very, lonely in this place. Oh my god, look at this. A window with... how many does it have? 5 slides? And god, they're vertical, fully vertical. Again, these would be terrible in real life. You would break all your bones as you fell that drop and hit your back onto that platform, onto that ending of the slide there. God, just impossible architecture that would never be... that would never exist in real life. But here it is in front of us. And we're stuck exploring it. God, look at this. Just the size of these slides as well. Tremendous. God. And where does this lead? Have we seen this spot before? I can't quite tell. There's a walkway there. We're standing on one right now. Oh no, is that gonna be too dark? I really don't like this. I'm gonna turn back from there. That is way too dark for my liking. God, we need to find a flashlight. I'm not sure where we missed one, but we need to find it. You know, one thing we haven't thought about yet is there even anything for us to be worried about here? Is there gonna be an entity that we're gonna end up finding? I've purposefully not looked much into this game, so I don't know anything and I don't know what to expect about it. So, as I'm sprinting through here, making all that noise, I'm just thinking in the back of my head whether I should be or not. Whether I'm alerting my presence to some sleeping entity that has been in slumber in this place for ages, just waiting for a prey to enter. A purple slide. Look at this place, just... Oh? There's the music again. I swear, some of these places I can almost confidently say I've seen in a dream or in some sort of fading memory long, long ago. But then at the same time, I know that every time I think that I'm probably just creating a false memory that has never actually taken place. Just because that is what this place is designed to do. It's a liminal space, it's designed to look familiar. Even when it's actually not. And that is pretty spooky, honestly. But I think we're gonna have to do a bit of backtracking again here. And try to find a spot that we've not explored. Which I think there is one down there. So let's go check that out. It's quite hard trying to figure out the perhaps most optimum way of exploring this place so that I don't miss anything. And I don't waste too much time just looking at nothing. But I kind of don't care. I think it's more fun to just go with the flow in a game like this. Just see where these twists and turns take me. Hi there. Very large smiley face balls. Too large to play catch with. And, oddly enough, just the perfect size to fit down those slides. Almost as if these slides acted dispensers for these balls. They just roll down from some sort of delivery tube up there and flow out through this, these slides here. And music is getting louder as we go this way. Oh, hi plant. I'm realizing we have an interact option, but we've not really had to use it yet, have we? At least I haven't found anything that explicitly looks like it needs to be interacted with. God, we're underneath that walkway we were going through before. And here's the green slide room. That music is still present and I can't figure out where it's coming from exactly. This room is considerably darker than all the other ones. Look at this, there's just no lighting up here. Pretty much in complete darkness, except for that light bleeding through. What about this way? Oh my god, we've ended up back here. That is phenomenal how this game loops. That is so cool. Okay. Well, let's go down this way then. Almost makes me wonder that maybe there is no wrong way to go through this place, as I was saying before. And I should just let the game take me as I just walk in a particular direction. Maybe we'll loop up anyways, back to where we started. But let's keep looking. Try to find that flashlight. Where do you lead? Oh boy, we're gonna have to crouch underneath here, aren't we? Here we go. God, that is almost blindingly bright coming from that considerably darker place there. I love how this place gets you adjusted to a particular brightness level. and then absolutely blinds you as you enter a completely different brightness level. And then your eyes have to adjust again. Really beautiful how it does that. Okay, where does this place lead? God, look at these metal handrails as well. They've not oxidized even a little bit. They're in just perfect condition. Is that a tree? What is that? Oh my god, it is a tree. Huh, we'll come back to that in a bit. Makes you wonder how a tree could grow in this place. I mean, whoever planted it, how is it getting water? How is it getting everything that it needs to survive? How is it getting sunlight, for that matter? Okay, this is one direction for us to go to. What about these ones then? Where do you lead? Staircase? Huh. And what about the last direction that we've got? Are these windows? Oh my god. Why would there be windows to this place? Why would there be windows to this place? That is so weird. Huh. And they're closed with no light beaming through them. Extremely strange and absurd. It's like this place has a pattern to it, but then it also has deviations from that pattern. Like pools are a common, I mean, that's a pattern for sure. This type of plant here is a pattern. We've seen that a lot. But then there's this. Just breaks from the usual stuff that we're seeing. And something strange just taking its place, filling in those gaps in these plain walls here. Huh. Well, where do you lead? All of this is starting to look so familiar. I don't know if I'm going in circles or if I'm finding something completely new. Massive staircase. Where do you lead? God, this place is gigantic. Look at this. Oh my god. The height of that ceiling? Wow. Okay, what's over this way then? It's not gonna be too dark, is it? Looks like it might be too dark. Let's not go that way. I'm still a bit scared and worried about throwing myself into the darkness. I'm not sure what we're gonna find there. Again, I am fully unaware if there is anything else with us in this place. Any hostile entity. So far, the most hostile thing is just the lack of stimulus. Just our mind playing tricks on us, making us go crazy slowly. But let's backtrack a little bit to these other doorways that were present. Or I guess archways that were present. And see where we can end up. So I think that's the way we came from, so we can go here. That's the staircase. Let's try going this way then. Huh. Wait, we've been here before. Oh my god. We're back here. That is so cool. Okay, so yeah, this was very early on. Okay, so that there was too dark, I think, for us to go through. So yeah, okay, we've been here. This is close to the start where we started. Okay, let's see if we can find a flashlight then. God, just all that backtracking and looping in to where we started just makes you so confused, but also a little bit happy that you're not really lost in this place. You can just keep moving and possibly find where you started again. It's very incredible how it's designed. Also, I'm still a bit creeped out by the fact that it told us to take care of every detail. I'm not sure what it particularly means by that. Maybe I should start looking in these archways a little bit more carefully. It almost makes me think somebody's watching me. Looking from those places. Just staring at me with beady eyes. Okay, this place is new. We've not seen this place. These weird triangular doorways here. Where do you lead? God, yeah, this is a completely new place. Oh my. Is the roof also different lighting? Yeah, it's like a weird hexagon? Yeah, it's a weird hexagonal shaped sunroof there. Is that looks like a very familiar liminal space that way. Let's see if there's any smaller sections for us to explore first, because that's why I'm trying to go through this, is explore the small sections first and then go to the big wide open rooms. Okay, let's go back through here then. There doesn't seem to be much else back that way, so I guess we're now exploring this place. God. Just the scale of this place again, it is truly mind-boggling. What's over this way? Plant. And here, just another normal looking liminal space. Anything up there for us to see? Huh. Just the absence of any... Oh. It's too dark in there, isn't it? Again, I do wonder what will happen if I keep going, but I'm too scared to take that risk. To go in there without a flashlight. Just makes me scared that something will pop out at me. This should lead this way, shouldn't it? Yep. Same place, pretty much. Is that a plant? Yeah. It can be a bit hard to tell sometimes from a distance if what I'm looking at is a plant or something else. Lots of stuff to play tricks on you in this place. Can you imagine just how terrifying it would be if all of a sudden we find our first entity? Just something with a big grin, a big smile staring back at us. God, that'd be horrific. Speaking of big smile... Hello? Have we been here before? I don't think so. Those are different balls from the one we saw before. That had a red slide next to it. This one's purple. God, just imagine walking through here and then hearing something slide down that. Anything up there? Doesn't look like it. I'm starting to wonder at this point if I'd feel happier knowing something else was present and that I wasn't alone, or knowing that I was alone this whole time. Oh my god, look at this. Huh. Very bright in here. Got all these archways just leading to more familiar spaces. Nothing that really captures the mind any differently than anything else, but still makes you wonder if maybe there is some rhyme or some logic behind all of these places, some reason for us to spend more than a second thinking about them. I mean, it is a double entendre in a way. It's... These places are supposed to be absurd in a way and not really have necessarily much going on with them. But at the same time, you gotta remember, these are designed by a developer that made this game. And there's gotta be some logic that comes with that, some idea, some intention. Some idea, that some purpose that the developer has thought about. Huh. Speaking of, what is this? There's a tiny gap in this wall. the tiles are slightly offset and they're glitching into this wall here. Now that is very weird. It's said to look at every detail, and this certainly looks like a detail, doesn't it? I'm not seeing much through there, am I? Very strange though, I'm not gonna lie. Very strange. A slight offset in the wall is the only signs of sort of imperfection that we have seen in this place this whole time. And that makes it feel so much more intentional. What are you? Shower? Please shower before entering the swimming pool. Please shower before entering the swimming pool. I'm just making sure there's nothing absurd about these signs. Again, that notice of... Did it make me like pause here for a second? It almost looked like it stopped my momentum. And I was saying again, just that notice in the beginning about we should look at every detail is still in my mind. My god, the lighting is much dimmer in this place. Again, this just looks so much like some places I've visited as a child. Just amusement parks and pools and fun areas, just like, you know, that you would go to in a shopping mall or something. I mean, I would have loved to just chill out at the McDonald's places, for example. Those always had a slightly uncanny vibe to them for sure. God, okay. Also have to take particular notice of how these slides are supported by these metal rails. Whereas in a place like this, when it has much absurdity, it doesn't really make much sense for anything like that to exist. Again, the fact that these safety regulations and supports and structural nuances exist makes you think if there is something normal about this place. Something that follows human architecture a little bit more carefully. Also, some of these plants have these weird triangular bits here. What is this about? Almost like inlets and outlets for water to seep out through there. Okay, long tunnel here, or long space here, I guess. Let's go to the end of it then. Anything we can spot? Just a doorway at the end. I could jump in the water and then get a more direct view of that place there, but kinda don't want to swim through here. What are those? They're like 4 prongs sticking out of the floor there. I guess we'll maybe get a better look once we get closer. God, so many directions for us to go to. I guess let's go left, why not? Again, I've not been paying too much attention to the ceiling in this place. That place is too dark to see through. Again, if you look at that spot there, we are standing underneath the light. So whatever is in there can look straight at us and see us clearly. But we cannot see it. If that doesn't make you feel vulnerable in a place like this, I'm not sure what will. Just get a view of that pillar in the distance. My mind is just filling in those gaps with something peering around those pillars, slowly turning its head to take a look at us. Oh wow, this place looks really pretty. It looks like one of those, maybe those giant indoor aquariums, if you know what I'm talking about, that some places have, where you can walk through them and look at fish just floating above you through a glass ceiling. Just gives me vibes of places like those. I remember visiting once in like 2013 as a young kid. Absolutely stuck in my mind. Still remember it to this day when you look up and you just see a stingray just majestically float above you. Kind of makes me think of this place here. Okay. Another new place. What's over this way? It's cool, I think the game regularly saves automatically, so that's pretty handy. In case we were to maybe lose our progress, that wouldn't be a problem if the game just crashed or something. What's over this way? The lighting is drastically different, almost a bit more yellow. With a more backrooms-esque undertone. Have we been here before? Oh, there's some weird noises in here. Almost like distant humming. God, where is this gonna lead? I wonder if we've just gone in a massive loop again, because this place looks so familiar. Okay, what if we keep going that way? So we're in this direction. God, the echoing of that sound is so weird and dreamy in a way. Complete darkness to the left and right as we walk through here. And whoa, look at this place. Slides lined up parallel to both our left and right. Makes you wonder if something's gonna come flying through there, a slingshot, and just get thrown and projectile into us. I hope not, although that'd be a bit funny. Oh my god, look at this slide. Oh my god, there's a lot of balls down here, okay. That is the largest collection we've seen yet. Almost makes you wonder if that's maybe a sign of progress. The number of balls increasing, indicating that we are getting closer to something. I mean, just saying that makes me realize how absurd of a statement I just made there. Again, it's the brain trying to make some sort of progression, some sort of objective with a place like this. Even if in reality maybe there's just nothing to it. It's just large empty spaces for us to explore with nothing else going on. But my brain isn't willing to accept that. It wants some sort of objective to make more sense of this place here. That music is back. This makes me think that we are getting closer to where we were before, almost looping back a little bit. Although this place is surely different, I don't think we've been here before. Giant archway? And a place we have to crouch through. There has been one such place before, but not exactly this one, I don't think. Pretty sure this one's different. Music is getting considerably louder. But still not loud enough for me to pinpoint where it's coming from. Oh my god. What are we looking at? Is that a TV? Oh my, there's a flashlight. We finally got one. Radio? What is this? What are you supposed to be? It's almost like somebody's painted an open door here. Even when there isn't one. Wait, no, never mind. We've seen that door before. That's the hazard symbol. We've seen that door before and it was too dark for us to go through. Okay, let's try to save the battery in our flashlight. I'm not sure if there is one, but let's not use it if we don't need to. We finally got our flashlight. That is good. Which way can we go then? God, we're blinded for a second when we switch on that flashlight. Just the attention to detail that this game has. Okay, which way are you gonna take me? Look at all that chromatic aberration in that water there. Just the rainbow hues. appearing as we look at it. All that refraction going on. The lighting just beautifully bouncing off the water. It's just beautiful. The game looks incredible. I think you need good graphics for a game like this to make it feel familiar and unsettling. The graphics seem to be just a massive part of the experience. Oh, this is the tree. Cool. I think last time we saw the tree was probably from that direction, or maybe that one. But here we are. There is something on that wall there. Some sort of painting. Graffiti. Again, that is interesting because it shows that somebody has been here. Or that whoever designed this place put that graffiti on there. Bit more structure, bit more normality to a place like this, having graffiti like that. Almost like when you discover the drawings of the Ratman in Portal 2. It gives you that human connection that someone was there and they try to make sense of the place as well. Although ultimately succumbing to the madness that the place was. Can we make our way to that little walkway around the tree? That's what I'm trying to figure out right now. It's pretty dark up here. We're gonna need our flashlight. Where is this place? Oh my. Now this is another different place we haven't explored. What is this? What are you? We can almost read it a little bit. Somebody's gravestone. Huh. Very strange. Age 35? Surely that is pretty strange. Now, these places are completely different, aren't we? I don't think we've explored a bit of this. What's at the end, though? What if we keep going? Anything here? Yeah, there sure is. Staircase. Where do you lead? Whoa, this place is completely new as well. We've not been here before, have we? This is a different pool space, okay. No, you're not too dark. We can just walk through. The electrical hum is back. And there's a red slide. Is it one we've seen before, or is it completely new? I think it is completely new. That is insane. We still managed to find a new place, despite all this walking. And where is this going? Oh my god! What is this? It looks like two things, and both of those I cannot name. Let's try going this way. I am not sure what we found here. God, look at the reflection on the walls. All that shine and glisten. The ambience here is definitely very different. A slight creepy undertone to that ambient music. And it just cuts off abruptly. Oh my god, okay. Where have we ended up now? Another giant hallway there. And what about this way? Oh my god, look how high up we are! Oh my god, we can't even see how far down that goes. Okay. That is... there was a weird loading as I walked through here. Makes me think that I just walked in onto some entity or something. And we can't see how far down that area goes either. It's like massive drops. A green slide? With some little tubes there. Oh my god! Oh my god, I was correct. It is a ball dispenser. Tell you what, walking over the section here, I did not expect to hear a splash in the water. That was pretty terrifying. At least it was nothing but a smiley ball, right? Will there be another one if I go this way? Makes you wonder if there's any particular frequency to them and they pop out every X minutes, or if it's just a one-time thing. Is this the doorway? We might have made it. There's the door with a hazard sign there. Or maybe that's just every doorway that needs a flashlight to go through. I think that's probably more likely. Well, here goes the flashlight. Again, what would happen if I just turn off my flashlight right now? I almost don't want to know. The achievement says, let's go to the basement, find one of the entrances to the pool rooms in the basement. I think it said it went away. There's a basement to this place? Again, why would a place without structure or obvious organization need a basement? Well, let's sprint all the way down. Makes me wonder if I should keep checking behind my back. Hi there? This place is completely dark. Definitely a different looking place compared to, above the basement. My god, this place looks so much more creepy with no lighting. Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay. That is gonna happen now, huh? We're gonna have to watch out for these smiley balls behind us. Oh my god. Another thing is, I don't know if my flashlight can go out. If it does, I'm gonna be engulfed in darkness all alone here. Well, at least I hope I'm all alone now. We're definitely starting to see way more anomalous behavior now. Oh no, is this a maze? Is this a maze here? Oh god. Well, let's just go in a straight line. Oh no, it is a maze, isn't it? God, okay. What else is gonna follow us around the maze? Weird indent in the roof there? Oh my god, this place extends for so long. What's over that way? I almost want to just pick one direction and go the whole way in that direction, because, otherwise I'm gonna be very lost in here. My god, there's so many sides something could come at me from. And again, that thought of I should look at every detail. How do you exhaust exploring a place like this? How do you make sure you haven't left anything out? The darkness in this place is almost a little bit suffocating. Just makes you very, I don't know, very unsettled for some reason. There's a slight blue hue here. Look at this. We have found a way out of the maze, and that's an exit? For sure we cannot trust the exit, right? Oh my god. It is so dark up there. I don't know if there's something standing around here. This was supposed to be an exit, wasn't it? All these weird structures that have been built here, these weird, almost snowman looking things, but built out of boulders. There's a weird beeping noise. Did you hear that? Huh. Oh my god, the lag spikes are getting me. It feels like something's loading very nearby. Oh boy. That is a long way. There's something flashing and beeping there. Can we zoom in? It looks like an elevator. It is an elevator. Oh boy. Oh boy, we are surrounded by dark. And it's fully empty. There is nothing to even catch the light from our flashlight. It is so far away. And there's just that place for something to observe us as we enter the elevator. Oh my god. What's over there? We can't even see, it's just so dark. Yep, there is nothing there, it seems. I've gone ahead and increased the black levels on my monitor a little bit, see if I can spot anything. But I really cannot. Shall we enter the elevator? Here we go. Oh my god. There's no way an elevator in this place functions, right? Makes you wonder if we've managed to escape? Oh no. Oh no. I'll go further down into this place. Oh god. Where will we end up? Escape from dream pools. We made it! Find the elevator and escape from dream pools. That is incredible. Okay. Huh. So I guess that was dream pools. That was incredible. Just a phenomenal take on the idea of liminality and pool spaces. And it just did such a wonderful job creating that feeling of being watched. Of not being alone, having something there present with you the whole time. Okay, so I've just come back here to the beginning of the game. And I've actually enabled the VHS filter, which looks really cool. God, that looks really incredible, honestly. But there's a little bit more for us to explore. Because, yeah, for example, that section there, we did not explore that the first time around, because we didn't get the flashlight. So, let's go over here anyways. We don't have a flashlight still, because I've started a new game. But let's see just how much we can explore. Flashlight needed here. So, what happens if we do not bring one? Doesn't look like anything happens, it's just too dark. Okay, where else can we go then? What else did we not explore? God, this looks so much cooler with the VHS filter. That is phenomenal. Okay. Well, let's go up here, and which way can we go from here then? I think last time we didn't explore this fully because there was a dark section here, so I just turned back. Yeah, look at this, God. Just the way things look foggy and out of focus in the distance is so beautiful. It makes objects like these, the plant, look so much more foreign and a bit more like some sort of weird silhouette of a figure than a plant itself. But this is the place with the green slide. And where can we go from here then? We can go down. Or we can stay on the walkway and explore these two directions here, which I don't think we explored last time. There is so much. You could just probably revisit this section so many times and find so many new places you hadn't seen the first time around. It is really cool. But where does this place lead? Huh, it really has a very strong found footage vibe with the little filter, doesn't it? Oh god, this place looks dark. Oh my god, this is really dark. We probably most likely turned around from here last time because I did not want to step foot in the dark. Now I'm a little bit more brave going through here. And what's over this way? It's well lit up again at least so we can see. That is excellent. God, look at the way the VHS sort of glitches out with that aberration and whatnot in the dark. Just beautiful. Where are we? We have not explored this before for sure. Look at this place. What is that? God, I can't tell. Is it a plant? It is. Okay. Look at this place though. Almost like a children's play place with these absurdly steep slides and then this Toy Story-esque wallpaper with clouds hanging down. And God, I am... Okay, I know I've said this a lot, but I am 99% sure I've seen this exact place in a dream before. Except that all the slides were grey in color. That is terrifying. I have for sure seen this in a dream before. God. It is phenomenal how it's managed to sort of recreate that imagery unintentionally. But it definitely has nostalgic vibes whether or not I've seen it in a dream, even though I'm pretty sure I have. Oh, look at this. The electrical hum in the distance again. Just a wide empty room. Plants placed in the corner. And then just more of these twists and turns going all these different ways. Oh my god! Oh my... Be careful with friend. If you're careless enough, friend will slip into your mind is the achievement. God, what was that? These, something's moving in the distance. Something massive just got dragged along the floor. God, these smiley face things are creeping me out. We've seen a bunch of them move now. Oh my god, look how wide and empty this place is. I can see what that is in the distance. God. It's crazy how even when we zoom in, we have to give it some time for the VHS filter to, for the camera that we have on our body, I guess, to focus. What is that? It looks like a face with two eyes. Like some sort of weird worm figure. Just more of these liminal spaces catered for kids, designed for kids. Almost makes me think the eyes on one of these are gonna move. Whoa, wait. I swear it looked like your eye was facing me when I was standing here. It might just be the illusion of the way those eyes are designed, but I swear it looks like this guy's eyes are moving. Yeah, it might just be my mind playing tricks on me, but God. Look at this place. Just more of that nostalgia being taken advantage of. We could slide down here. Never mind. We cannot. Almost as if we are blocked from hurting ourselves going down there. I guess I can't complain about that. And another empty pool space. But all of these are way more sort of kids focused, way more reminiscent of kids play places. And kids pools in particular. God, look at this place. Again, a plant on each corner, almost as if whenever this liminal space has an empty gap is filled in with either a plant or one of those safety posters. They're sort of almost like the filler objects in this place, designed to go where nothing else makes sense. Imagine something being so absurd it doesn't even make sense in a liminal space. That's where these plants are placed, I guess. Oh, this is this spot here that we could see from the walkway. Yeah. Now that is pretty spooky. There's a little walkway there. And we can go all the way down, leading to a dark, open space here. Just look at this. The terrifying thing about this is going down that slide, you would have so much momentum if you managed to stick on anyways, that you would just be flung straight into this metal railing here. If you somehow survived that, you would probably not survive this. And there's the music again. God, look how empty this whole space is. A big circular opening here with lights beaming through. God. Oh my god, I didn't realize how close I walked up to this railing here. And just that opening in the distance, almost a perfect liminal imagery from one of those weird Dreamcore videos that you might find on YouTube. It's cool how social media, and YouTube in particular, has given these liminal spaces a perfect distinct style of its own. It's not just a space you might have seen in your dreams, but a space you might have seen in a YouTube video. And that has been distorted and turned into this. What's over this way? Almost feels like you can maybe hear the sound of wind as you walk through there. Just the echoing of your footsteps. Wind would probably be much more normal. Much more... I guess wind would be a way to break free from the liminality a little bit, because it would be a more normal sound, a more usual sound in an empty space. But this place is meant to feel claustrophobic even though it's open. Again, you could just spend so long walking through these places, finding something new you've never seen before. God, okay. It's over this way. What is that? Is that another gravestone? This is the second gravestone we've seen in this place. What is going on? It's like some weird liminal graveyard. Huh, next to water though is a bit weird, isn't it? Now we're really throwing whatever at the wall and see what place ends up forming. Just complete lack of logic at this point. And another wide open space. Where will you lead? Oh my god! Oh. Hello there. You're not gonna move on me, are you? God, look at this. Look at the verticality here. So many walkways down there. God, that music is a little bit haunting. Makes me feel a sense of urgency as if I should keep moving. Speaking of moving, do not move behind me. Don't do it. And the music is slowly fading as we walk in this direction here. Oh, oh my god, you moved again. Oh my god. Why do you keep doing that? Why in the world do you keep doing that? It makes me wonder if I hadn't turned around that second, I would have missed it completely. Would have never known that that thing turned and looked at me and then went all the way back. I don't know why those things were able to move. And are we in this place again that we saw before? We're gonna walk past that smiley face again. Hopefully no weird activity happens this time. It's like the third time we've seen one of these turning and looking at us. Moving from its fixed position. And the fact that they get dispensed out by those slides as we saw before makes you wonder if something here, some entity is caught forcefully dispensing these just to spy on us and scare us as we move along these places. God, we can't even look straight down. Now we're no longer just worried about something being above us and looking down at us, we're also worried about something being down there looking up at us. Either way, we can't see them. This place looks very familiar. Have we been here before? No, we have not. This is very different. We saw this before. I remember seeing this through a different direction, but God, it looks very similar to another liminal space I've seen in the map liminal retrospection that I mentioned before. Okay, so I think that's where we're gonna leave Dream Pools. Now, Eternal Suburbia. Now, this looks very interesting, almost like a typical suburban environment where you might have grown up as a kid. Seeing those familiar places again in a liminal sense might be very interesting. Being lost is the least of our problems. Patience and observation are key. What do you mean being lost is the least of our problems? That means... God, that means there is a threat present which is worse than being trapped in a liminal foreign space forever. Now that is spooky. Kind of implies that... Wait. Eternal Suburbia. I was saying kind of implies that... Oh! 6:43. God, are we at home? Oh my. Huh. Just look at this. It's like we just woke up. Maybe we're a bit panicky because might be a little bit late. But God, that view outside almost almost a bit familiar in a way because of Teletubbies. Just those hills extending out in the distance with these houses placed upon it so weirdly. With no connections in between but grassy pathways with fencing around it. And then this cozy bedroom here. I just got an achievement. Wake up. This is not real. It's just a dream. Please, please. Wake up. Maybe it's that dream situation where you feel like you just woke up, but in reality you're still dreaming. You see yourself waking up inside a dream. I've had that happen several times. And then the weird horror that sets in when you realize that you didn't actually wake up. And here we are. Outside. God, I could swear the house felt a lot bigger on the inside, didn't it? Can we see through the window? We cannot. Weird how there's just music playing out in the open for no reason. Okay, can we enter a different house then? Oh my god, we can. Okay, looks like we might have a lot to explore here. Huh. Isn't that strange? The only apparent way to get to this house here is to walk through another house. Imagine how bizarre that is. But oh well. Let's go upstairs. And there's no bedroom in this house? Or maybe down here. Very weird arrangement with these stairs, I'm not gonna lie, I've never seen anything like this. Yep, no bedroom, it just leads out to another house. God, okay, this place is really strange. Huh. Makes sense. I guess let's go to this house first then. There is no place to park your cars either, it's just houses connected through different pathways. Nothing else going on. Are these street lamps or loudspeakers? They're loudspeakers, oh my god. Just loudspeakers thrown about this place? At least we get to see sunlight again. Unless maybe that isn't real either, almost like a Truman Show moment. Maybe soon we'll just find a gap in the sky and walk out of it. I swear it's gotten much darker since we started. Yeah, that sun is going down very quickly. It's gonna get really dark here very soon. Oh my. This house looks quite pretty except that graffiti on the wall. And just look at this, there's nothing behind the curtains. Oh no, there is. Okay, for a second I thought there was no window behind the curtains. Imagine how weird that would be. Can't interact with that. All the windows just show nothing outside. Wait, they do. And it is fully dark out now, it's nighttime. Makes you wonder what kind of stuff we might spot outside. Look at this house is just separated into two completely separate sections with this full-on wall in the middle. Complete lack of logic there. And the music has stopped playing. It is pitch black outside. No street lamps, nothing, but for some reason it isn't completely dark. We can still see a little bit. As if there's some other source of light giving this whole place a subtle glow. Even in the absence of any lighting. And it's weird how the houses have lighting on the inside, but none of that light seeps out when you look at the windows outside, from outside. Look at that. Just no light seeps out. It's fully dark in there. I think that's the house we started in, and then this house has another door that leads to a different house. Let's go explore that first before we move on. God, we can see houses as far as the eye can see. Makes you wonder if it's better to just hide in a corner and pass the night instead of wander around in the dark. Not even the faintest light source anywhere in the distance. So from here I think we need to go here. Yes, and this is a different house now. The silence and just the sound of wind. The static of our VHS body cam or whatnot that we've got going on. Makes me wonder if some eyes are going to be staring back at me from one of these windows in one of these houses. God, that terrible feeling that there's so many places something can be looking at me from. And there's no way I can keep track of every single one of them. That would just be humanly impossible. Where does this go? God, I mean, every single one of these houses just looks so what was that? It's like a weird glow that shows up for a second as we walk upstairs and then disappears as we look out the window. What I was saying is, every single one of these houses almost has the vibes of like grandma's house. But yet it feels so foreign and disturbing. Oh! We get to witness the sunrise. Oh my god, we're perfectly in line with the sunrise. That is so beautiful. Albeit incredibly quick. And the music is back on. Again, very strong vibes of some sort of Truman Show thing going on. There's a large water tank there in the distance. I wonder if we can visit that at some point. Okay, at least this place here connects to only one house. But then this house probably connects to a bunch more. God, it'd be so hard to keep track of all of these. Look how high the ceiling is to this place. And a left and right direction as we walk through, just keeping us on our toes, having to look both directions as quickly as possible, make sure we don't miss anything. I wonder if those smiley face things are still around. It had a name, didn't it? Something like Fred or Fern or something like that? I forget. Wonder who named them. And why. What's over here? Maybe connection to more houses? Yep, for sure. Let's see, I think we're getting a bit closer to the water tank in this direction, so let's keep going this way. God, that music is somewhat nostalgic, isn't it? Even if you've never heard it before, it just sounds nostalgic for some reason. And I'm trying to look a bit closer at these houses, see the differences in between them, because look, that one has a brown roof, and this one's got more of a beige or white roof. And then that house in the distance just looks completely dark. Wonder if that's because of the lighting, or it actually is a totally different color. You know, I think this place is a good representation of a concept of the humanly infinite, you could call it. There was a video about sort of probabilities and how a deck of cards can be rearranged into effectively infinite ways. Now, of course, there's not an actual infinite number of possible arrangements there, but at the human scale and for everything that we are concerned with, it's practically infinite. And this is a similar example. There's just so many houses here that at a human scale, it is practically absurd to try to comprehend every detail about every single one of them. Just so much to explore and look at, and with the fact that we can see that there is so much to explore and look at, but never be humanly able to explore all of it. I guess in that sense that is quite similar to space. We can look up at the cosmos and see all those stars and planets and galaxies. Yet we know that we could probably never reach all of them. God, this place is much, much darker than the other ones. Ah, this window is open. Are all of them open? I think they are, yeah. I'm starting to second guess myself in this place, but everything else aside, this is a beautiful wallpaper here. This nice purple paint with a subtle texture to it. What is that flooring pattern? I don't like how that looks. Very strange contrast that has with the walls, I feel like. Can we see anything through the windows again? Makes me wonder if maybe we'll start to see more weird stuff the longer that we spend in here. Maybe each night more and more absurdity will start popping up. First night we didn't see anything strange except for maybe the music cutting off, but I assume that's just normal. Okay, we cannot enter this house here. Oh no, we can. The door is just on the side. Okay, that's normal. Let's go through here then. Huh, I like this blue color. Very pretty. Again, gotta remember that message we got in the beginning where being lonely isn't our biggest concern here. Well, it's turning dark again. I guess we'll find out what happens then. Does this... Wow, this is a long way without a house. Will this take us straight to the water tank? I think it might. Oh no, it turns this way first. Okay. And there goes the music again. Silence, just the subtle ambience this place has. And instantly it is dark. We can't even see any stars above. Almost as if the sight of stars would be too distracting from anything we're supposed to look at here. That feeling of we always need to be on the lookout. Make sure we don't miss anything. Anything malicious, that is. Did I hear a weird sound there? Was that my footstep? Just another normal looking house. And it leads out. Okay. God, the way these houses become relatively dark at night as well is very spooky indeed. Can't see anything through there. Just get a view of that place down there. And out this way, I guess. Yep. This seems to be the last house in this direction before we start turning again. Guess let's walk through here then. Oh my. God, look at the way our eyes adjust to that. It's so bright. So far the way this liminal space is working differently from the pool rooms is this one's a lot more claustrophobic when you're indoors, but then even more spacious and grand when you're outdoors than the last one was at any point during the pool room spaces. This map here, the suburbia, just transitions from claustrophobic to grand so substantially and suddenly. I want to go that way so we can get closer to the water tank. How do we exit out here? There we go, this way. And once again the light fades out as we exit the house. Now this is the second night when we're still not seeing anything too strange. Things look pretty normal. I wonder if at some point these speakers will just start playing at night as I approach them. When they're not supposed to. And there's the sun rising again. And there's the music. Alright, this house. We're getting very close to the water tank. I'm not even sure if that's something important, but it seems to be the only slightly different object or structure in this whole place. So it definitely catches the eye. This door made a creaking noise that I'm not sure any of the others made. Now I'm just doubting myself if all the doors made that noise. That exits down there. Another pretty common house type that we've seen in this place so far. Which way is the water tank? I think the water tank's over that way. So I guess we can keep going here. I do wonder if there is maybe a way we can get out of the fence enclosed area, maybe behind that house, and then just walk out into the empty abyss with no fences to guide us, just a free open area. I do wonder if that would be possible. It's definitely slowly getting dark out there again. Sun is setting for the third time. So far it's been pretty cozy and normal. Not sure if you can rely on that though. And once again the music is gone. God, look how much larger the sun looks as it's setting. We've not seen that yet, have we? There's just something so eerie about being in the silence at night. Almost as if maybe the silence is more terrifying than anything that could break it. I mean, what would you want in this place? Lots of noise and chatter and static and maybe music even at night, or just complete silence the whole time? I think the silence would drive you more crazy than anything else possible. But then again, the game did say that loneliness is not our biggest concern. Still trying to find a reason why it could have said that. For a second there I could not zoom in my camera. I swear I was trying. That was very weird. At least I think I couldn't. That was really strange. Almost as if it logged up on me. I don't know, maybe I'm just imagining stuff, but that felt really weird. Maybe it just jams every once in a while? Oh. God, the music coming back on caught me off guard a little bit. Well, let's go this way. I'm still trying to get closer to this water tank here. Any way possible. We're getting really close to it now. Yeah, we can get a pretty much direct view of the water tank from here. And what's over this way? More houses. Look at the shadow cast by that water tank. Okay, let's see if this doorway leads us to it. Not directly, but very close. Very close indeed. Yeah, I think this fence here leads directly to the water tank. So, I guess that's one objective we've kind of completed, that we made for ourselves, is to get to the water tank. You know, it is important to have something like this here because it serves as a landmark for us to at least have some way to plan our way around this place. Some way to know where we're going and which direction we're going. Okay, there's something here I can't read or look at properly. Grab key. Key. Find the master key in internal suburbia. And there's a door. And that looks to be against the sky, doesn't it? I might have been correct with that whole Truman Show thing. There might be a gap in the sky somewhere. I wonder if it's directly in front of the water tank, just over in that direction somewhere. I guess we don't know. I mean, the fact that the painting is here does make you think that it should be directly in front of it, doesn't it? Somebody painted this? An indication for a future visitor to, maybe find their way out of this place. Yep, that house seems to connect to a fence as well. I wonder if that will let us escape. There's another option there if this one doesn't. Wait, no, this whole house is just outside the fence. Is there maybe more fencing behind it? God, wait, that is weird. That sun is half cut off. Almost like the phases of the moon, but it's the sun instead of the moon. Now that is really weird. It can't be the moon because it's just turning nighttime and the moon went down. How eerie is that then? God, the more time I spend in this place, I almost feel like my ears are getting more adjusted to it, as if I'm hearing more subtle sounds. Even if it's just subtle static, I feel like it's more audible and clear than before. Wait. Is that the doorway there? That might just be a star. Which in that case, can we see stars? God, we can definitely see stars this time, can't we? They're persistent, they're not like the static. The static keeps changing. The stars are at best twinkling and nothing else. Some of them aren't even doing much of that, like these here. It's like all the stars are just in that direction of the sky. Everywhere else is complete darkness and static. These stars, they do not change. Maybe that is giving us a sense of direction, telling us to go that way? I mean, I guess at least one good thing we're probably doing here is we're hugging the perimeter, the complete boundary of this place. So if any gap or any way is gonna allow us to get out, we're hopefully going to find it hugging the perimeter. But so far I don't see anything of that sort, nor do I see any gaps in the sky with a doorway. Oh, there's a sun coming up again. Also, it's awkward how not lived in these houses feel. They feel like they were just never designed for any human being. They don't have any signs of any furniture except for just lighting. Except that one house that had our bed in it. As we were the only resident of this place. And even if this all just is a dream, like the achievement said, what a weird dream we are building in our heads. A lonely suburbia with no one but ourselves. Makes you wonder if it's almost a desire of ours that is showing through. A desire to just go away from everything else, from every bit of normality in life and just live in a massive open suburbia. All to ourselves. A desire to drift away into a dreamy world. Landscape. Maybe that's why the achievement wants us so hard to wake up, but we just don't want to. We're just not waking up, we keep exploring this place because this is what we want. This dream feels desirable. And the sun has set yet another time. Not sure how many days have even passed in here. We're probably, been here for maybe close to a week at this point, which is just terrifying to think about. And I'm just thinking the way the time seems to move much quicker almost seems to also like play into that dream logic a little bit, doesn't it? There is something way out there. Is that a speaker? There's a door. God, we can see the door there. Okay. Wait, that is... Okay. How can we get there? Maybe through here or through there. Whatever it is, I think we're going in an okay direction to get to it. God, that is insane that for the first time we've seen some indication of progress. That's the first sign of progress I guess we've seen since the time we found the key itself. Huh. Where's that light coming from? Okay, I don't think we want to go down there. We want to take the direct door out. Because I think that will lead us the direction we want to go. Right this way? I think that's right. Where is that door again? I want to make sure I'm going the right direction. We have finally spotted the door. Oh no, this place is closed off. We're gonna have to backtrack the whole way. There's the door though. Yeah, we can't access it through here. We're gonna have to... Oh wait, can we? Yeah, we can. Oh my god, that's incredible. Okay. There is a door here. We can leave. Anything going this way? Yeah, just another exit here. But we want to get to the exit with the the grassy path to the door. So let's go up and try checking where this one leads. Open. Yeah, this one. This is the exit we need. And there's a door. Far in the distance. Barely visible against the dark sky behind. Let's make sure nothing's waving goodbye as we try to get out of here. Oh, and it's turning daytime as we leave. Now that is quite beautiful. But there it is, there's the door. God, this is such a weird moment, just finding a seam in the sky. Figuring out that it was all fake this whole time. Just again, that Truman Show moment. But I guess we don't really know anything yet. Until we cross it. Do the clouds even move? No, the clouds don't even move against the backdrop. It's just all completely fake. Almost a giant wall that has been built around this place. And I get a... achievement. It was always a dome. How do you feel knowing it was all fake? Yeah, it definitely feels absurd. Eerie, unsettling. Almost makes you want to figure out where the observation areas would be, where somebody would be looking at us through this place, if anywhere. God, you can see the way the sky curves here. You can tell it's a dome. God. Here's the door. What are you? Is that an eye? God, that is such a... Oh my god. It's such a fleshy looking eye. Hello? Why are you looking at me, and who are you? God. God, look at that. Just an eye staring at us from the ceiling? As we walk through this door. Oh my. Looks like we've entered the inner workings of this place. The behind the scenes, the areas behind the ruse. We have broken through the veil that was covering the sinister stuff of this place. The signs look pretty normal. Nothing too strange there. Stairway. God. We're almost going into the idea of brutalist architecture at this point. Concrete walls and piping, and that is just beautiful how this game is not only portraying liminal spaces but also brutalist architecture liminal spaces. Oh, there's a passcode. We can't interact with that, can we? Oh! Never mind, we can. We don't need the passcode. Now that's weird, because that's at authorized personnel only. Are we an authorized personnel? Are we supposed to work here or something? God, just look at this. All these servers finding the inner workings behind this whole place. Just the amount of data collection that could be done here. A full-on examination, observation, analysis into our life inside that dome. All these road signs that were maybe supposed to be put there, but never got... The people here never got around to doing that. This looks like almost a waiting room at a hospital or at an office or something. Makes you wonder how many employees this place was maybe supposed to have. That's a flag. That's the Is that the flag of Argentina? Are we in Argentina right now? God, look at that. Just 3D design software with the house opened up. Or with the place opened up. Somebody just sat here and designed this place. Just so they could spy on us behind closed doors. Why? Rules. Keep it tidy. What does that say? Something guidelines? Quiet hours and enjoy. Guest house. Are we in the guest house? God. Okay, what's over this way? Oh my god, hi. Hi, stop sign. What is this about? Tell you what, now that I think about it, that is very unsettling. So many stop signs telling us to go back. It's weird because it's almost as if finding this building in the first place and escaping that dome was breaking the rules enough, but now entering this room is just totally off limits. There's physical stop signs put up telling us to go back from here. As if maybe discovering all of this was fine. But beyond this, no. Not at all. Now we're breaking the unwritten rules to this place, and there's an exit. Welcome to the neighborhood. There were more suburbs? Oh my. Oh my, there is more to this. We are not out of the woods yet. Do you think this also is part of the experiment? More suburbs. As if we haven't really escaped anything yet. Huh. It's that false sense of freedom we just got for a second, thinking we made it out. But no, it looks like we're still very much stuck in here. Stuck inside our dream, perhaps. We didn't make it out of anything. Huh. And we find ourselves in another backrooms-esque place. Where am I? Okay, no, it's just a indent in the wall. Yeah, this is the backrooms, just full on. Okay, let's not go here just yet. Let's explore the rest of the suburbs again. The new suburbs. God. Just crazy how extensive this game is and all these places that we can explore. All of this for $5, mind you, this game. Where does this connect? More parts of the back room? Back rooms? Yeah, it looks like it. What other direction can we go? Does this also lead into another section of the back rooms? It does. And this one's much darker though. I'm just trying to exhaust the whole suburbs before I enter a completely different environment. Oh god, we can see the back rooms through this window here. Let's go into this one then. Yep. We are well and truly into the back rooms. That static hum, so commonly associated with the back rooms, is very much present here. God. Where are we in this place? It's almost a slightly different version of the back rooms where there's windows and you can see outside. It's like the back rooms actually seem to run inside these houses, don't they? And it is turning nighttime again. Nighttime in the back rooms? Situated inside these suburbs? Not sure what we can expect. God, just so many twists and turns for us to explore. Oh, look at this. Just runs into nothing here. Can't even see through there. I think it's just a corner. I am so lost in this place. Completely lost. But you can never escape the idea of why are we being tricked? Why are we being caught into this fake suburbia? For what reason? This place is very dark. And then it just connects back to another section. Let's follow the darkness then. Let's go through this way. Now, I guess another thing the back rooms are associated with is the countless entities that are present. I am not sure if these back rooms are gonna be the same. Oh! A different section, perhaps. We need to crouch through here. Nothing's gonna chase us from there, is it? Oh! We've made it out to one of these exits. Now we are in the suburbs in the dark. God, something about these ones just feels way more unsettling. Huh. Which way can we go then? There's lights coming through that one. That is interesting. That's the only one I can see with lights beaming through. Where can we find the entrance to that? Right here, perhaps? In we go. And we need to make our way upstairs, I guess. God, that humming is so loud. And here it is. I think this is the room with the light beaming out. God, we can't see anything outside. We're just seeing a reflection of the room behind us. Can you imagine if we just saw a figure standing behind us in that reflection? God. I'm scaring myself at this point. Now, last time we had a water tank to tell us at least some landmark to follow. This time, what have we got? Nothing. So this place has different music as well? But there's no loudspeakers. God, that is strange. This place just keeps getting weirder. Oh. Okay, this looks different. Good. The music is still present. Wonder if it's almost a direction for us to go to, the music. Oh boy. Very bright. I noticed how long it's been since I've actually turned around and looked at my back. So many things could have been behind me for so long. Speaking of, I haven't looked up in a while either. God, just so many of these places that look exactly the same. It's like, how are you supposed to find your way out of here? Wait. Do you hear that? That's the beeping sound. Oh my god. Remember the pool rooms place, that beeping sound started when we got close to the elevator. Is there an elevator nearby? We can hear that beeping is getting louder. Oh my god, it's getting so much louder. God, where are we going? Oh my, look how huge this place is! God. This is probably the most massive size of these backrooms we've seen. In this whole suburbia. God, look at this place. I think we're getting close to the elevator. Oh my god, there it is. Oh my god, we actually found our way out of here. Hopefully. This could just be a second ruse. Let's get out. Let's get out of here. And is that it? Are we done? Oh my god, we might have finally made it out. After that series of terrifying twists and turns. Oh god. Oh god. Oh no. What's going on? It's starting to look like we are not fully done yet. Oh my god, are you kidding me? And then the achievement says, welcome to the guest house, meet the new suburb. What? There's a third suburb? Oh my. You're home away from home. And there's more doors for us to check out. Oh my god. We are never done in this place, are we? Never ever done. God, there is so much to explore. Oh, look at these places though. These ones look even more modern than the ones before. Bit odd how it says no exit on that sign. I sure hope there is an exit though. What's behind? Oh my god. Which way does this one lead? God, this is a long crawl here, isn't it? Keep going. Where are we? Oh, did I say exit down there? Wait a minute. Surely not. How do we get down to the exit? Hold up. There's no way to find our way out already, have we? Not this way. Maybe here? Where is it? Right here. Oh my. And we're just out in another place in the suburbs. When will we ever make our way out of here? Suburbs on suburbs on suburbs. When do we know when the last suburb will even be? How many of these fake environments have they built? Another no exit. We just keep looking and exploring and seem to never find a way out. God, just so many of these connections. Okay, where we... Oh. God, this is one large space. Look at this. Huh. Well... Where are we trying to go? Oh! Exit! What if we keep following... Oh, God, this doesn't take us out anywhere, though. Okay, let's go through this exit. Okay, and where does this take us then? What's over this way? Huh. Purple room. With a lot of pillars. Which way do we go? Cause there's another exit here. Where do you take us then? What's through this door? What is that sound? What is that sound? God, it is so dark in here. I'm gonna have to increase my brightness on my monitor. It is so dark. Oh, the sound just cuts off. Oh! There's something behind me. What is this place? It is massive. God, look at the size of this. Just an abyss going down there. We have no clue of what could be down there. Just can't see a thing. And then there's a section here. Where do you lead? Down. And a door. Doesn't say exit on it. That is... Oh. It is an exit nonetheless. It's still dark outside. God, how long has it been? That it's just been darkness and darkness and darkness and nothing else. Oh my god, I've been wandering around for so long. And I can finally hear that beep and look. There's something there. Oh my god, please be it. Please be the exit. I am genuinely... I've been looking for so long I cannot describe it. Just be the exit. Oh my god, we might have finally made it. Please. Just close and take me out of here. It took me so long to find this. Come on. And there's the achievement. Escape from Eternal Suburbia. We did it. Oh my. So that's it for that map. God, that was incredible. Just the suburbia we find ourselves in, waking up in that dream, looking around and trying to figure out an exit, finally finding one in the sky, and then figuring out it was all fake. Finding the inner workings of the place, and then finding ourselves in another suburbia. The back rooms, and then another suburbia. And then finally finding that elevator at the end. I won't lie, it got a bit annoying at the end, because it took me insanely long to find that elevator. But nonetheless, this was incredible. And that was Dreamcore. This was a phenomenal liminal experience. Just the way the game takes on the idea of liminality, pool spaces, and other familiar liminal spaces, and just converts them into a beautiful walking simulator, just a game where you can get lost in for hours. I mean, I've been playing this for so long, but that is truly incredible. Well, that's gonna be pretty much it for this video. I hope you all enjoy it, and inshallah I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.